Hey, it's Rich, the Louisiana Hobby Guy. Today we're going to be talking about working with mirrors, more specifically clearing the backside of the mirror so that we can paint it and have a color show through. Now, I'm not talking about etching in this video, I'm talking about clearing the backside. So this looks like it's etched, but it's not. This one here was cleared, the backside was cleared, and then it was spray painted silver just to give it the etched look, because I find that I can't get a perfectly consistent etched look. So this is not about etching, this is about clearing the silver dioxide on the back of the mirror off. So this one was spray painted silver, these two were spray painted gold metallic, and they came out brilliant. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And the first thing I did was what you do on every laser project. I did a burn test, and I was really shocked at the result. Now, you can't see it in this picture. However, these three here, these three here came out the best for clearing material. And I put this in front of my white screen. I couldn't get a good picture of it no matter what I did. So let me explain to you what these three are. This is 1500 speed on this level. It's 2000 speed on this level. And it's 2500 speed on this level. And they came out virtually identical. And the power here is 80 and 70. This column is 70, this column is 80. So all three of these came out virtually identical. And my choice would be to go with the higher speed, higher power. So I would go with the 2500 80, this one right here. Now also, I did a high speed test as well. Now this is 4000, 5000, 6000, and all the way up to I think 8,000 I did. And to clear the silver from the back, the best ones I came out with in this test were 4,080 and 5,090. 5,090 came out superb. I mean, totally clean. Nothing, no residue whatsoever after I washed it off. So this would be my pick right here. It would be 5,090. So the question is, do you want to run your laser at 80% or 90%? That's completely up to you. So if I did it at 80% and 4,000, is that better to take longer than 90% and 5,000? I don't know. These are consumables. You know, you're going to go through the lasers. So I don't see it really as a concern. So I'm going to say 90 and 5,000 is what I'm going to use to clear this project. And today's project, we're going to be creating a faith mirror. This was a special request, and I'm happy to do it. So the first thing I've already done is I've created a tool path down here on the T1 level layer, and I put it at the mirror measures exactly 304 millimeters. So I set it at 301, just shy of the 304. And then what I did was I came up, zoomed way into the corner to get it framed. This is what I've done with the last ones. I still have to do this one. I go ahead and click on the set laser position over here on the left. And then I zoom way in close and I click right in that corner right there. Then I go to the move tab over here on the right. I fire the laser and I go and take a look and see if it's in the right spot. I do that for all four corners. Now I'm probably going to make a jig for this and a template, because I seem to be doing quite a few mirrors lately. But for this one, I don't have it, and I'm going to have to go frame it up. First thing we need to do is the design. And my wife actually picked out a design off the internet. I found it on Amazon, and that's a great way to find designs, by the way. If you're looking to, like for a coaster design, to get some ideas, you can jump on Amazon and just type in the search bar, handmade coasters, and you'd be surprised at how many hundreds of them are there, and you can get some really good ideas. Well, I went in and typed something else in, and I got exactly what I was looking for. So let's go ahead and bring that in, which was this right here. And this is the exact saying that she wanted. So I'm going to bring this over, and did you see it snap into the middle right there? If I get it right by the middle, it'll snap in place just like that. Now I know that snapped directly in the middle. It's within the size of my mirror. It's on my burn palette. And the only thing I wanted to do, I just wanted to put a little message down here. I'm going to put PS You're beautiful. Just a little personal note at the bottom. And I'm going to put that in the spot that I want, right there. And I'm going to set that on the 01 layer. So now if I come to cuts and layers, you see I have an image. If I right click on this up here, it flashes the image. If I right click on this one, it flashes the text. I have two separate settings to set up here. So on the image, I'm going to double click it and I'm going to set it at 5,000 speed. Power is going to be 90. And because this is different shades of gray here, it's asking me for the minimum power in grayscale. So I'm not going to put a minimum power here. I'm just going to put 90, and it's going to shoot me an error when I go to burn it saying max and min is the same, but that's okay. I'm going to check constant power mode because I know 5090 did a really nice job. Overscanning, I am going to set to 2.5% on this one. And that's just the amount of travel that the laser goes beyond the image when it makes its turn. So it gives it time to turn on and off. The scan angle, I'm going to leave just like that. I'm going to leave it in grayscale, and I'm going to come to the next one, which is our text down at the bottom. And I'm going to put that one also at 5,000 and 90. With the text, I don't have to worry about the constant power mode. And the line interval is okay at 0.1. That's 254 dpi. And the scan angle is good, left to right. And we're going to fill shapes individually. And that's should be fill shapes individually. Okay, we got it. So we're ready to go. I'm just checking I'm going to change my line interval because I know I should be at 254. So that's where I need to be. 254 is 0.1. So we have the image 5090, 90. Fill shapes individually. Say OK. Now we can preview it. And it's telling me about the power scale like I said it would do. But we're going to preview it anyway. And that looks perfect. And it's going to burn like so. And actually we're going to just move the text up one and preview it again, because we'll have the text, just less travel. The text will burn first, and then the rest of it will burn straight up, and we're good to go. Maybe I'm going to change this font. I want to go with a script. So let's go with this script. Let's make it a little bit larger and bring it a little closer to the corner, like so. I think that's good right there, and that should be ready to go. Okay, I'm going to run over to the laser and get this framed up real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got it set up on the laser. I did a quick framing on it and focus, and we're ready to go. If you're interested in knowing how I did the framing, I think I just explained it a minute ago. That's basically all I do. So if we come over here to the camera, you can see where the laser is right now. My toolpath is the size that I need. My camera is, although it's calibrated, it's a very old HP camera. It's not HD, so I don't get a good image of the camera. So I use the toolpath instead. And then I just grab this laser position icon right here, and I click right in the corner like that. You see it moves up to the corner. And then I come over here and I hit the fire button, and I go and take a look at it and make sure it's firing. See how it's firing right on the corner? That's how I set this up. And then what I do is I go to another corner. Well, usually what I do is go to the opposite corner, zoom way in by rolling my mouse wheel, and I do the same exact thing on this corner. And you'll see that it'll move over to that corner. And that's how I do the framing. I can't depend on my camera, because if you look at the camera, it looks like it's off, but it's really not. It's my camera that's off. So until I get an HD camera, you know, somebody sends me one or whatever. Maybe somebody will send me one to test. I'm going to just have to deal with framing it manually, and I'm probably just going to set up a jig to do this since I use so many of these. By the way, what I didn't say earlier is I've gone ahead and made a grid here, the one that I showed you earlier. So I'll have a link down in the description. If you want to download that file, you can just open it up and click frame and hit start, and it'll do this test grid for you so you can figure out what is the best speed and power to use for your mirror. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. I will have a link for the download in the description. So now that I know that it's all framed up, and I'll show you how far off my camera is. You can see right there. That's how far off my camera is. So that's why I can't frame with the camera. So now that we're all set, we're ready to go, I can come over here to laser. And oh, one other thing. I did set the origin on the bottom left corner here when I zoomed into it. So I'm in absolute coordinates. So if we come over here to laser, I'm set to absolute coordinates because I set the origin point. Oh, and the last step that we have to do is we have to flip this because we're burning the back. So I'm going to press Control and the letter A to select everything and come right up here and just do mirror selection, and there we go. So now we're all set, the laser's ready, and we are just going to come over here and hit, just check the cuts and layers once again. Yeah, make sure everything's okay, and we're just going to hit start, say yes, and that's it. The laser has started. So what I'm going to do is I'll bring this out, make it a little bit larger, like so, and this way you can watch it for a bit. I'll let it run for a while. I'll speed it up so that it doesn't take long, and then I'll be back. Alright, so we're back, and this is the final result on the laser bed. This is freshly cut. You can see right through it right there, and if we look at this picture, you can see my fingers on the other side. This is before cleaning it up, by the way, and I took a picture right through it of my van out front, and you can see that pretty well too. So it's a pretty clear, clean burn. I really like this setting a lot. Almost no cleanup whatsoever. I just spritzed it with a little water and wiped it right off, as opposed to having to scrub it in past burns that I've done. And this is the final project. So right now it's facing the ceiling in my house, so you can't really see it, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the gold. And you know, you can see my ceiling right there, my white ceiling. Probably not the best way to display this, but this came out a nice gold. I spray painted the back gold, and when we put this up on the bathroom wall, I think it's just going to look great. So what do you think? I mean, try this out. Download the file, test it on your mirrors, burn your own. What do you think about this? Leave me some comments down below. I'd sure like to know your opinion on it. Thank you for watching.